the 5 skills that decide who lives when everything fails. When society breaks, it won't look like the movies. There will be no warning sirens, no clean lines between normal and chaos. One day the systems work, the next day they don't. And when that happens, all the expensive gear in the world won't save you. But these 5 skills will. I've watched fragile systems collapse under real pressure. I've seen what happens when supply, command, and support disappear. The same rules apply here. Gear fails, gear gets lost, gear gets stolen, skills stay with you. The power grid is fragile. Water systems are centralized. Food exists only because trucks keep moving. Law and order only works when enough people believe in it. Remove one pillar, everything follows. In that environment, survival is not about equipment. It's about competence under stress. These 5 skills address the real killers: thirst, hunger, injury, violence from other people, and the slow degradation of everything you depend on. Ignore them, and you become a statistic. Train them, and you buy time.
Collapse never announces itself.
Systems work till they don't.
That's where untrained people get stuck.
Skill 1. Water. Control. It or die. Early. Water ends people faster than anything else. 3 days without it is the limit. But dehydration cripples you long before that. Your judgment fails. Your coordination fails. Your decisions get sloppy. That's how people make fatal mistakes. Water procurement starts with terrain. Water moves downhill. Follow valleys, not ridges. Animal trails converge near sources. Vegetation tells the truth if you know how to read it. Morning dew can be harvested. Transpiration bags pull water from living plants. But finding water is only half the problem. Assume contamination. Always. Parasites, bacteria, chemical runoff. Filter first to remove debris, then purify. Boil 1 minute, 3 minutes at altitude. No fire, unscented bleach, 8 drops per gallon of clear water. Wait 30 minutes. Get this wrong, and you don't get a second chance. Everything else depends on water discipline.
People buy filters.
They forget discipline.
Spilled water has lost life now.
Skill 2. Food. From consumer to provider. Food doesn't kill you quickly. It weakens you first. Stockpiles disappear. Calories become currency. If you can't replace what you eat, you're on borrowed time. Small game traps are efficient and quiet.
Food doesn't kill fast.
It weakens you first.
That's when mistakes multiply.
Fishing produces more calories per effort than almost anything else. Foraging is not a guessing game. One mistake can shut your body down permanently. Train properly or don't do it. But acquisition isn't survival. Preservation is. Pressure canning is mandatory for low-acid foods. Botulism doesn't forgive ignorance. Water bath canning is for high-acid foods only. Dehydration extends shelf life with minimal resources. Solar systems can be built from scrap. Preserve food or you relive hunger over and over. This is where people stop being dependents and start being assets.
Food without preservation is borrowed.
Botulism doesn't forgive guessing.
This is survival math.
Skill 3. Medical. Minutes decide everything. In a functioning system, injuries are inconvenient. In collapse, they're fatal.
In collapse, injuries aren't inconveniences.
They're deadlines.
Miss it, it closes.
Bleeding kills in minutes. Direct pressure saves lives. When that fails, pack the wound aggressively. Tourniquets are last resort tools, but when used correctly, they work. Place it 2 to 3 inches above the wound. Never over joints. Wide strap. Tighten until bleeding stops. Mark the time. Get trained before you need it. Clean wounds with purified water only. Alcohol damages tissue. Infection will kill you slowly if bleeding doesn't. Splint fractures, immobilize injuries. This skill isn't optional. It determines who survives contact with reality.
Tourniquets aren't scary.
Bleeding out is.
Training decides.
Skill 4, people, the most dangerous variable. The environment is predictable. People are not. When systems fail, desperation replaces morality. The obvious become targets. Do not advertise preparedness. Blend in, dress like everyone else. No tactical cosplay. No visible advantage. Move deliberately. Scan without staring. Use reflections. Listen more than you speak. Avoid conflict. Every fight carries risk you cannot afford. If forced into violence, the goal is not dominance. The goal is escape. Create distance. Disappear. Never be noticed. Never be selected. Most survivors aren't stronger, they're quieter.
The environment is predictable.
People aren't.
Desperation changes rules.
Skill 5. Repair. Adapt or degrade. Nothing stays functional. Tools dull. Clothing tears. Shelters fail. If you can't fix and fabricate, your world shrinks daily. Build shelters from debris with strong frames and deep insulation. Sharpen tools consistently. Make cordage from plants. Repair containers. Patch gear. Turn waste into function. Adaptation is survival. Those who can repair outlast those who can only consume. The law of collapse.
Everything breaks.
Failure's not fixing it.
Builders outlast buyers.
These 5 skills are non-negotiable. Water, food, medical, stealth, repair. Gear is temporary. Skills compound. Preparedness is not fear. It's control when others lose it. Train now, quietly, deliberately, consistently. Because when systems fail, competence is the only currency that still spends.
Preparedness isn't fear.
It's control when others lose it.
That's why this matters.
In a working system, mistakes get fixed.
In collapse, they accumulate.
That's why preparation matters early.
Before we wrap this up, there's one part of preparedness that almost always gets overlooked: infants. Most plans are built for adults. Babies don't fit those plans. Their medical needs, timelines, and margins for error are completely different. That's why I just released a dedicated video called Babies Die Fastest When Help Delays, Build Their IFAK, Infant First Aid Kit. This isn't fear-based, it's reality-based. The video walks through what infants actually need in emergencies, what most families miss, and how to build an infant-specific first aid kit the right way. Today we're building a dedicated infant IFAK for babies 0 to 12 months. This is intentionally in-depth. Because when it comes to a baby's life, shortcuts are unacceptable. Pause when you need to. Build along with me. Let's give you confidence you can actually rely on. Why infants are different and why seconds matter. You need to understand this before anything else. Infants are not small adults. A newborn has only 10 to 12 ounces of total blood volume. Losing just 3 to 4 ounces, about a quarter of a soda can, can cause shock. Heart rate spikes, blood pressure collapses, organs begin to fail. Adults can lose liters and still compensate. Infants don't get that window. That's why bleeding control matters immediately. Thermoregulation. Infants lose heat 4 times faster than adults. They have a large surface area, limited insulation, immature temperature control. If you're responsible for a baby, as a parent, grandparent, caregiver, or family member, that video matters. It's linked here, and it's the natural next watch after this. Take a few minutes and watch it next. If this sharpened your mindset, subscribe for real survival doctrine. Comment below, which skill are you training first? Stay sharp.
This is survival. This is resilience. This is Suburban Prepper.